In today's video, we're going to check out the brand new Redmi Pad 2 Pro. Now, this was announced at the same time as the 15T and 50T Pro, as well as the S4 watch, and of course the new Xiaomi Open Earbuds, all in Munich in Germany about a week ago. So I've had this unit for about a week. I've used it in Germany. I've traveled with this. I've even used it on the plane. I want to share with you guys my experience after having this unit for about a week. So without further ado, this is TK, and this is the Redmi Pad 2 Pro. Let's check it out and see what makes it so special. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. Redmi was nice enough to include for me the actual pad itself, a couple of accessories as far as cases, and of course an actual very nice pen here. This is the Redmi Smart Pen. This is a Bluetooth connected pen that works with the tablet, as well as the keyboard case that allows us also to provide a keyboard functionality to be more productive. Again, this is a large form factor, a 12.1 inch 2.5K display that provides us a very large canvas to be able to do a lot of work and multitasking, of course. Some of the main features that they want us to focus on: again, a large 12.1 inch display. This is a 2.5K display, crystal clear display. You have a massive 12,000 milliampere battery supported with a 30-watt charger that is included in the box. Advanced 4nm processor. This is the 7S Gen 4 Qualcomm processor that's going to be powering this unit. And of course, quad speakers for impressive stereo sound, because at the size of this unit itself, we need great experiences, and they've definitely pulled out all the stops. Now, inside of the tablet itself, pretty much includes a European-style 33-watt charger, as well as USB-A to USB-C cable. And I've been using this, and of course, as it works in Germany, I've been using this to charge my device. Again, 12,000 milliampere battery is the capacity of the battery on this unit. In front of us, I have the folio case, or the keyboard case that they have in here. It has the word Redmi in here. You can definitely see here the 13 megapixel camera sensor here with the LED flash that's positioned here. It kind of looks like there's two sensors, but really is one camera and one LED. There's a holder on the top for the pen. I hope you guys could see that very clearly. It's very nice and is very securely connected here, so you can actually connect the pen. There is no magnetic connection to the tablet, so you do need to have something to hold it when inside of a case. Now I'm going to show you real quick a couple of demos of the actual unit itself inside of the keyboard case, as well as the folio case that they have included for us. Now there are two separate accessories that you're able to pick up. The keyboard case itself does need to be charged via USB-C, as well as the pen, as well as the tablet. So the charger in the box is absolutely a must and a necessity. Once you do charge it, you just need to turn on the switch and then connect it via Bluetooth. And then from there, the actual case itself has some magnets on the base station so that it actually holds it very nicely. So the keyboard case, very nice, very flush. Now the folio case itself is pretty straightforward. It's very thin and it's very pragmatic. It has a cover, the magnetic cover, that allows it to actually turn off the display when you have it fully covered. And of course, using it in tent mode, either in upright mode or even more extended mode, depending on what you're using. Especially when you're using it for a pen, it works really, really nice. Now that one, of course, does not have any keyboard attachment to it, but again, you can pick and choose which one will work best for you. I feel like between the two, the keyboard case for me is the most productive one, because even when you're using it outside of just using it for just typing, you're also able to actually use some shortcuts on the actual keyboard. So let's go ahead and bring this over real quick here. I want to show you guys. So you can actually extend it straight forward, and using the Windows M, or basically the logo in here, you're able to bring down the notification panel. You're also able to close it back up, open it up, switch over a couple of different things, and of course, using the actual tablet to its full extent. So here you can definitely see the beautiful 12.1 inch display that we have in here. Now, when we go into the tab itself, again, it is running HyperOS 2.0. The device name is the Redmi Pad 2 Pro. There's going to be a couple of versions of this tablet. There's a 6128 and an 8256. So the model I have is the 256 model, gigs of internal storage. You are able to add an additional 2 terabyte SD card here. So this does support SD option, as well as the option for basically mobile connectivity. The model that I have does not include that. There is an option for 5G plus eSIM from Redmi in case you want to be able to use this on the go. For me, I connected directly into my Xiaomi 15T Pro via the tethering option, and it works perfectly fine. But if you want it independent, you could definitely do that. Now, there is an update that just came in just this morning with a security patch update. We will apply it as soon as the video is done. Again, what we have here is on top of Android 15, and that's going to be the main benefit here. It is running the 7S Gen 4. That's the processor that's powering this unit with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, they're using 4 gigabytes as from the 256. That's how we're getting that 12. Now, on the left side, you can definitely see here that we do have the Xiaomi interconnectivity function, which allows us to connect it to our other devices from Xiaomi. So interconnectivity between smartphone, watch, as well as tablet, it works perfectly great. We don't have video out on the USB-C port that we have here, unfortunately, but you are able to connect hubs. You're able to use, obviously, to charge it. There's a lot of functional options that we have in here. Unfortunately, video out is not one of them. So you could be in an application, let's say here, and you want to be able to open it with Apple. So you can basically swipe up from here. it brings up the bottom panel from here, and I can actually from here bring up and make into a pop-up window for Chrome. Like, this is going to be very nice. And then of course we still have the three dots that allow us to basically either snap it to the left, make it into a split screen. Of course we can just move it this way, or we can actually still click the three dots on the top here and then bring it back into floating mode, which is what we were doing before. If we want to close it, just go ahead and click the X button, and again the same buttons are present in here. I can actually bring it in, make it into a split screen, open up another application here, but you kind of notice here it shrinks the UI elements, so it kind of looks like we still have access to the entire system. And then just open up another app. We'll go ahead and open up, I can't open up the same one, I guess. Let's go ahead and open up Chrome again, and again we're splitting it, sliding it all the way to the left, removes it, makes it into a single one, and then bringing it back. It makes it very, very simple. As far as the camera stack that we have in the back here, we pretty much have a 13 on the back and an 8 in the front. The biggest difference when it comes to video is that there really isn't much of a difference. It's a 1080p 30 frames per second resolution video experience that's going to be on both sensors. The 7S Gen 4 can shoot at higher resolutions, but I feel like the experience itself, the way it's been tailored within the camera system that we have, has been focusing on giving you the longest battery experience possible. The 7S Gen 4, married with a nice, beautiful, large display, the stereo speakers that we're going to test out, as well as the fact that we have a massive battery, will make it so that this will not die on you for days. This is literally how long this thing lasted me when I was coming back. Now, I used it back when we were in Munich, and I also used it on the flight back, and even been using it back home here to be able to play some games and stuff. And the experience itself is pretty much tailored towards what the 7S Gen 4 can do. It's a mid-range type of a processor, but it's really given us the longest battery possible on a tablet of this size. An example would be what we're doing right now. This is the front-facing camera shooting at 1080p 30 frames per second on the brand new Redmi Pad 2 Pro. Most likely this is going to be great for video calls, great for chats, and of course recording the quick video like this just to demonstrate how the system works. But of course the best camera on this is going to be the 13 megapixel on the back. Let's go ahead and switch over. Okay, so now we're shooting with the main sensor on the back. This is a 13 megapixel camera on the brand new Redmi Pad 2 Pro. It's going to be the best experience that we can get. 1080p 30 frames per second is still consistent, and it's at least consistent with the main sensor on the front. But for best experience, and I feel like for best dynamic range, the main sensor on the back is always given better processing, as I would say. But again, a good example of what the audio and video is from the brand new Redmi Pad 2 Pro on the main sensor on the back. And as you can see there, that's pretty much the experience that we're going to be getting from this tablet. Mid-range experience overall, and the camera is actually pretty good, and in good lighting, you should have no problem making great videos from the main or the sensor on the front, of course. Let's go ahead and switch over to the speaker test. Again, we have a quad speaker system that we have positioned here on the Redmi Pad 2 Pro. So we're going to play our favorite song. We're going to go at 100%, although I feel like this is going to be overkill. This is Alex Quindo again. Let's go ahead and play.
Jack it up.
Definitely they get loud enough, they get strong enough. There's not going to be a problem for you guys to enjoy content on this, or even of course if you want to be able to connect a pair of Xiaomi earbuds or your own Bluetooth or even wired audio solution. When it comes to gaming, there's a few options that you're able to do. You can use a controller to be able to play games with it. You can also use the ability of obviously downloading and installing application. They do have a Game Turbo application installed. For me, what I've been using on this, of course, playing Call of Duty Mobile. Let's go ahead and let's bring down the volume a little bit before it gets too long. The game runs beautifully, large display, and of course it is scaled correctly. The gaming experience pretty much kept at about 90 frames per second, and I don't know if that's specifically because I was recording the video or that's how the game is going to be performing. But at maximum resolution currently, maybe some optimizations will allow us to go all the way to 120. The experience is very nice. The game boost functionality works really good. You're able to boost it and configure it and set it up, recording video, all of that. And then of course, the game itself ran absolutely great. I think overall the experience when we think of a 7S Gen 4 processor is mid-range, but it is also on the upper mid-range of experiences. It's not a 6000 series like I'll say MediaTek. It's closer to around the 8000 series and what we typically see from MediaTek. So it's actually pretty good experience. And again, low power consumption, very optimized for large display, long battery life is definitely key. So my impressions of the Redmi Pad 2 Pro is pretty much a continuation of what Redmi and Xiaomi's been working together to give us. They give us a very affordable, large format tablet with a large battery and a great processor to boot. The pen input that we have in here is definitely very nice. It provides us the ability of having more precise functionality. Now, it is Bluetooth connected. You do need to charge the pen, the tablet, and the keyboard independently and individually, basically, because of the way this system is done. Again, on the higher end with Xiaomi, you definitely get some more functionality. If you're not familiar with the brand new Xiaomi Pad Mini that they just released, there's a lot of cool things in there. I'll give you guys a link in the description for that as well. But if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, and again, on the larger form factor, I feel like that the Redmi Pad 2 Pro will definitely meet your expectations. Now, it does have a charger in the box, and it does have basically a large battery. Now, the 33-watt charger, I wish it was a little bit faster, but again, you have to keep in mind what this is intended to be. It's a great tablet, and of course, the price point is kick-ass with this. So this is the main benefit. You get a charger, you get the tablet, and of course, you can get the accessories with the pen. The keyboard case is my favorite. The folio is great, but I feel like for more functional options, again, at the price point, this can't be beat. And again, it's a very strong and very sturdy piece of hardware. So at the end of the day, the Redmi Pad 2 Pro checks out all the boxes and gives us a great experience. Depending where you are in the world, there's going to be different options. So again, 6128, 8256, as well as 5G connectivity option. And they all support microSD expansion. So you're not limited by the 256 gigabytes in here. You can go all the way up to 2 terabytes. So a great experience there. For content consumption and enjoyment for long trips, long days, taking notes, working, multitasking, I feel like the Redmi Pad 2 Pro is definitely a great tablet. And of course, I would love to hear what you guys think in the description, well, in the comments below. Of course, at the end of the day, let me know which one is your favorite, the Xiaomi Pad Mini or the Redmi Pad 2 Pro. I'll see you in the next one.